What's happening, internet? It's time for another BattlBox review. Got mission 18 right here. This is a really cool box. This box theme is fishing, so it's the fishing box. I love fishing. Let's crack on into it and let me show you what we got inside. All right, mission 18 fishing box. As always, we got the card here that has a sit rip on the back, gone fishing August 2016. And then on the other side, it has mission 18 fishing box, and it has each level of subscription with the cost of each subscription and the total value of the items in the box, etc., etc. All right, so just to clarify how BattlBox works for those of you guys that don't know, there's 4 levels: a $25 level, which is the basic, a $50 level, which is the advanced, a $100 level, which is the pro, and a $150 level, which is pro plus. With the pro plus, you're guaranteed some sort of a knife. Some people call it knife of the month club. It could be knives, it could be some sort of tool or utensil that has to do with cutting or something like that, okay? Now, each level you go up, you get everything below it. So if you get an advanced box, you're going to get the advanced items and the basic items. If you get the pro box, you're going to get the pro box items, the advanced box items, and the basic box items, and right on up the line, okay? Now, if you're a new subscriber, you've never subscribed before, and you're getting your first box is going to be what they call the welcome box. And right now, that's mission 13. That's the camping box, okay? There's a link right there to my mission 13 video so you can see what's going to be in it, all right? Now, after you receive that box, and then your next month comes in, you'll be in rotation with whatever month is current, be it 19 or 20 or whatever, okay? So that's how it works. All right, now that that's out of the way, let's get into the box. The basic box we're going to go through first is $25 box. Walton's Thumb Fisherman's Multi-Tool is the first item on the basic box. So and you get tender in every box, remember? All right, so Walton's Thumb Fisherman's Multi-Tool. So here on the back it says it's got pincher or pincer, clipper, knot tag crimper, split shot opener, a knife, a screwdriver, split ring opener, scissors, hook eye cleaner, and a lanyard ring. Very cool. Let's open this thing up. All right. So one thing, when you're fishing, it's really handy to have, what I usually have is a pair of like toenail clippers or fingernail clippers with a piece of paracord tied to it, so I can stick it in my pocket. The paracord can hang out and I can pull it out for clipping your line or doing things like that. But this guy right here is basically behind that concept, but it's got a lot more stuff added to it. So check that bad boy out. That's really cool. Nice and compact, like a pair of toenail clippers or fingernail clippers. And it's got these little tools in here that you can utilize while you're fishing to make life a little easier when you're out there catching fish. Very cool. Definitely going to replace my toenail clippers that I have, and it's got the nice lanyard there. So this Walton's Thumb Fisherman's Pocket Tool or Multi-Tool comes in at $39.99. That's a $25 box, and the first item is right at 40 bucks. How cool is that? Boom. All right, next up here, the second item on the basic is a Rapala 6-inch fillet knife. You gotta have a good knife to clean them fish when you catch them, right? Check that out. Very cool. Whoop. Well, that works. It's got a nice sheath there. Very cool knife. Got some good flex to the blade, which you want in a fillet knife, so that you can press down and get right at the edge of the skin. Very cool. Stainless steel, nice molded handle here. I dig it. definitely need a good fillet knife for cleaning your fish. And you know, Rapala's been around forever. I mean, that's all I used to do when I was a kid was fish. I really didn't get into hunting until I was in my teens. I did some hunting, but it wasn't a regular thing. But I fished all the time, and Rapala, I mean, their products have always been a part of my life when it comes to fishing for sure. So definitely a reputable company that makes good products. So the fillet knife, the 6-inch fillet knife, comes in at $11.82. $11.82. All right, so next up is sapsucker lures, 1.5-inch sapsucker lures. Sapsucker. Sapsucker lure says you don't want just any lure, you want a lure proven to catch fish. That's why you chose sapsucker lures, and we thank you. So, yeah, man, this is just, I call these little fishies. I never used sapsucker before, but I used a brand similar to it. Really nice artificial lure here. And these kind of lures here can catch a wide variety of fish. So everything from, you know, decent sized panfish to bass, right on up into saltwater fish, and work pretty good. I don't know what's so great about them. I mean, fish seem to like them. Original flavor. So this pack of sapsucker lures come in at $3.79. $3.79 for the original flavor sapsucker. So the fourth item on the basic box is a Readyman Fisherman Survival Card. Again, Readyman's been in several of the BattlBox missions in the past, and these are really cool cards. They've got all sorts of different types of cards. They got escape and evasion cards, they got lock picking cards, they got AR-15 cleaning kit cards, or bolt carrier group cleaning kit cards, and this is their fishing card. The guy who runs Readyman or owns it and designs this stuff is a 28-year veteran of Special Forces. So he's designed these things so that number one, they're easy to carry. They're the size of a card you can put in your wallet, so you can always have it on you. Made out of stainless steel. As you can see here, there's several hooks. It's got a little saw here, which on the other side has got some serrations that I bet would work great as a scaler. Some different little spinners and stuff that you can use, and basically you just break these off like you would, you know, parts for a model car kit or something like that, and use them. So that is the fourth item from Readyman Tools, is a Fisherman Survival Card. The survival card comes in at $13 value. The fifth item on the box is hooks. Kind of hard to fish without some hooks, right? I mean, there's other ways you can catch fish, but you know, what's a fishing box without some hooks? So right here we got some number 2 gold light wire panfish fishing hooks from Eagle Claw. So these are a good universal size. Works good for, you know, using bait such as minnows and worms and stuff like that. But also it's got a decent size shank on it, so you can use crickets. Typically a cricket hook has got a little bit tighter of a bend in the hook there, but yet a number 2 is a very good size for all around catching fish. So the Eagle Claw number 2s come in at $3.99, right at $4 for that. The last item on the basic box is White's Mechanical Auto Fisher Reel, and you get 2 of them. They're going to give you 2 of these. These are really cool. This is what they look like here. You can get a little close-up look at them here. So what you have here is a pre-sprung spool. Say that 10 times as fast as you can. Pre-sprung spool of line here with a snap swivel, barrel swivel with a snap attached to the end of it. So as you can see here, you've got a retractable spool because of the spring that's in there, and it's got these notches in it. So you have this wire here that's like a lever, okay? And you can bring this back and put it down inside of that notch, and that keeps the spool from spinning backwards or retracting. So basically what you do is you can tie these off to an overhanging limb or something that's overhanging into the water. Tie these off and bait your hook, put it out in the water. Let this lever here hold the spool from spinning, and when a fish bites it, it will pull the lever, which will make the spool retract. So they can run off with it or whatever, but it's always going to keep some tension on there. And when you come back to check your lines, you know, hopefully you got a fish on the other end of it. The White's Mechanical Auto Fisher Reel comes in at $6.50 a piece. Very cool. So that's your basic box, $25 box. The total value of the basic box this month comes in at $79.09. So all you see here is a worth of $79.09. You've got a $25 investment in it. All right, it's advanced time. We're going to get advanced with this. This month there's 2 items according to the card in the advanced box. The advanced box again is a $49.99 box, $50 box, okay? So the first item is a 6-inch Cuban yo-yo hand fishing reel. Very cool. I've used something like this one time when I was a kid at the beach, and I caught a dang stingray, and the thing about ripped my hands off. 'Cause I was a little kid trying to pull in a stingray that weighed probably as much as I did. So here's your Cuban hand fishing reel, yo-yo reel. A plastic spool. As you can see, it's tapered off on this one side so that the line can easily fly out. And then you've got an area here where your fingers can rest, so you can hold it very tightly in your hand like this. Good grief, I don't know what test that is, but that's some pretty thick mono there, so it's pretty heavy line. So you got a leader here with a weight, and then obviously your hook down at the bottom. And you basically spin this, you know, like an old school slingshot, okay? And let her rip and kind of hold your hand out in that direction, and the line's going to slit right off the spool. Catch a fish, you hand line them in, you reel them, pull them in, you wrap it up. Very cool. You can catch a wide variety of fish with this. Definitely it's fun to use in salt water, but it is get in there, baby. It is an effective way to have good means of fishing without having a fishing rod with you. So that's something that you can put in a pack or just take with you with your normal fishing adventures, and have a little fun catching fish by hand versus with a reel. So the 6-inch Cuban yo-yo hand fishing reel comes in at $12.48. Very cool. Second item, the last item on the advance, is another knife. So if you got an advanced box, you got 2 knives this month. The one in basic and now this one, and it's a Mora knife. Yeah, buddy. 3.9-inch Mora knife. It's the Fishing Comfort Scaler is what they're calling. Let's check it out. Whee, isn't that nice? So if you're familiar with Mora knives, they've got very good Swedish steel, and they're really known for great handles. They have really good, nice molded grip handles. This knife here, as you can see, has got a scaler on the back. So this is kind of a dual purpose knife. You got a nice blade here for, I don't know if you, I mean, you won't necessarily be able to fillet very well with it because it's not a very long knife, but be a good knife for cutting bait and trimming your fish. But it also has that scaler here on top, which comes in really handy. So that is your Mora knife, and it's got a nice fluorescent color to it so you can see it really well. Very cool. So the 3.9-inch Moore knife comes in at $19.29. 2 knives for the advanced subscribers this month. Very cool. And they have great molded sheaths there too. Good strong sheaths. So the advanced box total value comes in at $110.86. It's a $50 box, and the value comes out to $110.86. Very cool. All right, so it's time for the Pro Box. There's one item in the Pro Box this month, and I'm telling you, this thing is slick, man. It's so cool. It's from Buck Knives, and they call it the Kinetic Fishing Spear. Now, I'm not sure if y'all are ready for this. Yeah, we don't need that. So here we go, the Buck Knives Kinetic Fishing Spear. So what we have here is a sheathing system, basically, for lack of better terms, that has paracord on it. So let's take this thing apart here. So what you have here is 2 separate pieces that are protected with sheathing on the bottom. And you got to be careful when you take these off, because I freaking stomped the crap out of my finger. There's barbs on here. So you can see this one here has got slotted in the middle so that this piece can go down in there and lock in. And there's your fishing spear. It comes with plenty of paracord, and what you're supposed to do is wrap through and cinch, as you can see here, it's got these areas, cinch these together with the paracord, because as you can see, it's loose in there. But once you cinch it together, it's good and tight. And then you can take, go find you a good, fairly straight stick or something, you know, baton the top of it a little bit, make you a slot where you can put this into the stick, and then continue wrapping it with the paracord, and you got yourself a fishing spear. It almost looks like some sort of medieval weapon or something. But yet, you know, the guys at BattlBox, they actually went flounder gigging. They invited me to go. I couldn't go, it was during the week, I had to work, but they went flounder gigging at Hilton Head, I believe it was, in South Carolina. And they gigged a lot of flounder using these, and said it worked really good. So I'm interested and anxiously awaiting to give it a try myself. So the Buck Knives Kinetic Fishing Spear comes in at $80 value. So $80 value, the Pro Box is a $100 subscription cost, and the value comes out to $190.86 for everything that you get in the Pro Box. Very cool. See if that thing will stay right there. All right, so last and certainly not least is the Pro Plus. The Pro Plus is a $150 subscription cost, and this month we have an SOG Power Play with nylon sheath and hex bit set. Oh, we're rattling over here. Let me be quiet. Be quiet. All right, so it's a multi-tool with a hex bit set. Man, that's freaking cool. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Take my Moore knife. Ooh, cut like butter. Easy now. See what we got here. There's our sheath. And we'll look at the back of the box real quick too, so you can kind of see what we got here. The multi-tool, pretty self-explanatory. It's got your typical your tools in there, your saw, your file. This one has a nice scratch awl, large and small screwdrivers, Phillips driver, bottle opener, can opener, serrated blade, straight blade, and of course the pliers and the wire cutters. But what really makes this this multi-tool stand out is the hex bit kit part of it. Check that out. So with the hex bit kit, let's say we want this this Torx bit here. You take that Torx bit and it fits right into the multi-tool, and now you've got that ability. So in this kit, you've got a 1/4 inch magnetic adapter to hex bit. You've got a couple Phillips, 3 different sizes of Phillips, 3 different sizes of standard or straight. You've got some various Torx bits and Allen bits in there. And they all go back in this nice little package that fits in the sheath. That's freaking cool. I like that. So like I said, you know, what fishing kit is complete without a good multi-tool? This one's pretty cool, especially with the hex bit option there, which I like. And it all fits into the sheath very nicely. It's got a way you can hook it to molly gear if you want. Really dig that. And the blades, when you open them up, they lock. So when you open up these blades here, they lock in place. So I mean, remember like the old school multi-tools, you know, when I was younger, they didn't lock back. A lot of people cut their hands up pretty good using them. So these do lock back, which is very nice. The SOG Power Play with nylon sheath and hex bit set comes in at $89 value, $89. So the Pro Plus, which is a $150 subscription cost, comes in at a value of $279.86. So this tool and everything you see here comes in at $279.86 value. Very cool. Well, there's mission 18 of BattlBox, folks. I really think this box is great simply because there's some unique items in it. Some things that you may not have ever seen before or heard of. So obviously, speaking of the Buck Knives fishing spear here, I mean that thing's freaking gnarly, man. I mean that's just a really cool product and very unique. The Cuban fishing reel, the yo-yo reel, I mean a design that's been around for centuries. I mean it works, and now they modernized it with using plastics and stuff like that. But I mean back in the day, people caught tons of fish by using hand reels or hand lining them. You don't have to have a fishing pole to catch fish. And also, that kind of, goes to, these mechanical fishers here. I mean, really cool design, small, compact, and effective, and probably extremely fun to use. Like I said earlier, I've never used one, but I'm definitely going to give it a shot. So very, very well thought out box. I mean, the basic box members got a knife this month, and a very nice knife at that. You got a more knife in the advanced. So a very, very good, well put together box. And as always, in my opinion, BattlBox is the best, monthly subscription service in this genre that there is, hands down. So if you're interested in finding out more about BattlBox, all you got to do is go to battlebox.com. You can check out their website and see if there's a subscription level that fits your budget and give it a shot. You can cancel it anytime. You can upgrade and downgrade it anytime. There's no contracts or anything. So you're not locked in for several months. You can go month to month to month. So be sure to check them out. Also check out my website, Curran1776.com, and subscribe to my email list. Give out coupons and different codes every now and then for my t-shirts and hats and whatever else. And I try to have some pretty good content there for you guys to check out on the website as well. So one more thing before I wrap up this video. I've got a brand spanking new unopened Mission 18 BattlBox Pro Plus package right here, just like what you saw opened. And I'm going to be giving this away to a lucky subscriber. So I'm going to post a video soon after this one posts to tell you how you can become eligible to win that box right there. So be on the lookout for that. As always, I appreciate you guys watching. hit the subscribe button, like and comment down below, and I'll see you on the next Curran 1776 BattlBox review.